What is up, everyone? It is Taylor here from AfrofishOG and the podcast, which name we are still working on. Today, we have two very special guests here from the Level Down podcast. We have Devin and Del. Say hi, everyone.
What's good, people? How's everyone doing?
Thanks for having us.
I appreciate you guys being here. Also with me as well, I have Black Scorpio. Him and I are, like I said before, still working on the name for our podcast. It's not as much fun as you think it is. But today we are talking about the Video Game Awards. For those who hope you all have watched it. It was actually not too bad. Definitely better than previous years. I'll have to say that for certain. Most of the time it's just them, yelling about Fortnite and Apex, but they actually talked about other games this year. So I was actually kind of happy. But we're actually going to go going over the winners. We all made our own predictions on what we thought would win. Predictions on who we just kind of expected to. I mean, the show is run 90% of it is game journalists. So,
yeah, we didn't matter.
No. They have like one award that's for the fans. And I'm pretty sure they say that through commercial.
Yeah. Nobody voted. Nobody.
No. I mean, for all 6 of y'all who voted for Spider-Man, I'm sorry. But
I did.
For all the other 5.
I did not.
We're going to... Yeah.
Our votes don't matter.
No. Unfortunately, they don't. We never do. We never do.
Don't make a difference.
No, we don't.
No.
we really don't. We like to think that we do, but starting off, I'm actually gonna kick it off right with the game of the year. And was anyone really surprised it was gonna be Baldur's Gate?
No. There was a whole complete
Baldur's Gate
narrative that was going on with Baldur's Gate. It was one-sided. So like as you saw the game awards progress, you knew exactly what the game of the year was. It was a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. No,
I wanted Resident Evil.
Yeah, I wanted Resident Evil as well.
I think that one deserved to be up there. I haven't played Alan Wake, but just from the reviews I saw, it was like mostly positive, but they weren't touching Resident Evil 4.
More than
fantastic game.
It is a very good one.
Fantastic game.
But I enjoyed the first one when it came to me.
Beats out Spider-Man though.
Oh, I forget. Yeah, did you get the glitch or whatever in that when it first came through? So just to kick in here with Spider-Man, because I personally found this really funny, but my game glitched, so it wouldn't load my character, but it would load so it wouldn't load the actual Spider-Man, but it would load like a little white cube where like technically your character would be standing. So my character could swing, it could fight, it whatever. I actually have it up on TikTok. It's a video up on TikTok of just Spider Cube.
Yeah, I didn't have that problem. I played the second it was available.
Dude, it was the one cube to rule them all. It was amazing. Like if you
it was funny though,
like little web shots coming out of this cube and everything and kicking ass. Like it was the best. You know what? It was the best intelligent cube. It was.
That should be like a DLC costume.
It was, man.
Yeah, the cube.
It should be.
I'll get it in 2025, 2026.
The modding. Just wait for the modding community to come in. They'll take care of it.
No, don't.
Well, the thing I also love too about Baldur's Gate was as soon as Baldur's Gate showed up, the fact that other developers were just kind of being like, yeah, we're just not going to be able to make a game as good. Like that just kind of tells you. Like,
I didn't know of a first one.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of your trash game.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 came out of nowhere, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, this! I can't wait to see the third of this." Did you play Baldur's Gate 2 23 years ago? Did you?
23 years.
Did you? No, you didn't. You didn't. You just jumped on the hype train like everybody else. You're just feeding into the whole big spectacle that is virtual D&D.
But the thing is that Baldur's Gate originally started with just a table. It's tabletop gaming, like
exactly.
I never heard of it.
So it's not a real video game.
Yeah, so I never heard of it even coming to even console to begin with. So it's like, yeah, it just came out of nowhere, and they're like, you know what? Let's just film a tabletop game, put it in the gaming world, and it ran with it. It literally just swept right across the board. It's like, holy shit.
Okay. So use 2020.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like I was into it.
Yeah.
Never heard of this.
Yeah, never hold a Baldur's Gate.
Things
That's
like
a good one.
this.
How old is Vampire the Masquerade?
It's actually quite old.
Oof.
It's as
Yeah,
old as
yeah.
the title.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was. I didn't think it was that old.
I can't
Yeah,
even tell you
no,
when it
it's
came
crazy.
out.
Yeah, but
That's-
but like you said, like they just filmed the tabletop game, and voila, and the world is in awe because
Well, I mean,
I don't
with the
want to play a
rise of
game where I gotta
tabletop
roll
games, though, too.
dice.
Like, it came back. I mean, tabletop games came back with a vengeance, though, too. So
yeah,
the fact that, I mean, Baldur's Gate came out the way it is, like, I'm not really surprised people were super hyped about it. We'll see. You know, the big thing for me is, like, we'll see in, like, 5-6 months about it later on. Because I feel like that's what happens with the game of the year. I remember, like, Last of Us Part 2, you know, people were just gobbling that shit up, you know, and then 4, 5, 6 months later, it's not
exactly.
as good as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
So
yeah, after everybody gets over their interspecial intercourse fantasies that you can do in Baldur's Gate 3, and they go back to playing actual D&D.
Yeah, but
This'll be over.
can't I do the same thing in D&D just in my head?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but don't call it.
But they
want to
watch
game.
They want to see it.
They want to watch it.
I want my
Interspecies
dreams
erotica.
on my screen, like
Yeah.
I mean,
I
are we
want to
talking
lick
about
my
the PG
Dorito
version?
fingers
Yeah.
on the screen.
Got Cheetos like
Yeah.
good. No, it's
Now-
and, you know. Oh,
Like,
You're already
can't-
agitated.
I'm already agitated.
Fair.
You
the
know?
last thing you need to do is roll in that one, and you know.
And I'm flipping. Everybody gonna feel it. Like,
I'm totally honestly, if Baldur's Gate wouldn't have been there, I think it was going to be Legend of Zelda.
Yeah,
Like,
I think so too.
it's hard
Yeah,
to be like,
same.
oh, the Legend of Zelda didn't win. Like, I don't know. You just hear like, I didn't get a full chance to play Tears of the Kingdom, but I'm not gonna lie, they had some of the greatest video game memes ever, with the whole like customizing and stuff.
Mhm.
The way the
Yeah.
things that people would do in that game.
I always thought it was weird.
Right.
I didn't get to play the new Tears of the Kingdom.
Right.
It'll never happen.
It's Nintendo.
Yeah. No.
Right.
I mean,
I can clone the game.
until they find out. I mean, remember what happened with the guy who made Flappy Bird? He had those little warp pads, and Nintendo was like, "Oh no, you don't."
Yeah.
That's fair.
You know,
That's fair. Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gonna
fair.
share it.
No, and that's the thing with you know, the way that the video game awards work is I've noticed because it's mainly run by game journalists anyways, and you know they're a good representation of gamers. So
they know what's what.
oh my gosh, yeah,
They're in there.
Remember the
Now, some of the
Cuphead?
game journalists that I follow,
Oh yeah.
No, I feel like right now it's less about like it's kind of like, hey, what's trendy, what's gonna give us clicks, rather than what's actually about the game. Because you can have a whole article like this, and only like this much is about the game, and the rest of it could be literally irrelevant.
Yeah.
You
true.
know, I remember I saw one. It was on Final Fantasy 16, and they were talking about the character of Jill, and how Jill wasn't a good representation, even though she's not a bad character. She's not the main focus of the story, you know. But she's not a bad character at all. But it's like she didn't do more, and I'm like, I don't know. She was fine to me. She's kind of a badass. She's one of the like icons of like characters you can just basically turn into kaijus. I mean,
is 16 turn based?
no.
Okay.
It was no, I forgot who made 16, but it is extremely action oriented.
Okay.
That might be something to look into.
Yeah.
I don't do turn based games.
Yeah.
Grown
I
man.
kind of wish it had a mode where I could play turn based. You know,
No.
like it could do one or the other. Because I love turn based games,
Okay.
but like, I would just hold. Otherwise, like it's fine, like it's fun the way it is. But I just kind of had to wish I had a mode where I could do that.
Yeah.
Nah,
yeah,
I need to be
can't-
on
I
the-
can't, yeah. I gotta
I
react.
need to know
Like I have to react. Like I gotta
there's
be doing
something
something right now.
about
when
to
you're-
happen.
It's like when you're playing like like games like Pokemon and all that stuff. I think about like Persona. Like Persona was turn based, but I enjoyed because if you hit like an enemy and like you knock them down or stun them or something, you get another turn. So like if you hit them with a weakness, you'll knock them down, then get another turn. So if you were smart, you could like just keep rolling the whole time, and that was fun. But
I'm not waiting. I got
you just rare candy the shit out of them until they get diabetes.
Max fight with anybody else.
You feel bad for his like 10-year-old rival.
You little mother.
I was mowing through everybody. One hit crits.
Nah, God, that should be classified as abuse. Like,
and then max out everybody.
There was one that was kind of funny. So this is I don't know, Pokemon story, but when I was a kid, I was playing like Yellow, and I put one of those Venonats inside the little daycare, and then I went through and I played it, and then I stopped playing it. Came back when I was probably about 15 or so, and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna play through this." Start going through it. Forgot I left the Venonat in the daycare, so I went through, beat the Elite Four, beat all this shit. This Venonat's just still
had the thing still
just sitting there, like looking out the window, waiting for me to come back.
When are you coming back?
Like walk back. It's like, oh hey, your Venonat's been here. It's like it jumped up by like 20 some levels. I was like, oh. Okay, buddy.
It's a badass bug poison
that bug
Pokemon.
went through a whole teenage phase. I saw the emo hair and everything. But going off with the game direction too, because game direction was another one too. I have no clue what the fuck that means.
Your game direction, yeah. Like, what the? It's some stuff like they amongst themselves were like talking about. Like you said, like all the journalists are sitting there.
Yeah, like
oh yeah, let's just.
Scorp, you know about the game direction, don't you?
Not really.
Because Alan Wake won that one.
Well, okay, so hold on. So where are we on? We have art direction.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I guess I think it was I put Baldur's Gate. I thought would win because I mean, yeah. But
but I wasn't mad that Alan Wake won.
Yeah,
because I had Baldur's Gate and Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, if they were going like story wise and the way the story is like structured, like that came across like for me, Spider-Man came across more as like it's like one of those almost movie-ish, type of experiences.
A typical
that would have,
Sony game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, because they have that like cinematic pacing and and direction, design,
so why they movies
audio. Oh yeah,
because they actually have to try and
they can't do that.
No, God forbid.
They can't do that.
What was it? What was it? That Madam Web one?
Yeah.
She was in the Amazon looking up spiders when she got killed.
Why do
or
we
something.
need this?
We don't.
Why?
Because
why do we think this was a good idea? Why do we think the Venom was a good idea?
Because we could have got a Black Cat movie, but whatever.
Morbius.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Stay away from Black Cat. You hear me, y'all? No.
No, Morbius, with the new Craven one coming through. I just think it's funny. That's the dude who from Kick-Ass.
Yeah, and Quicksilver.
I feel old now, dude. I feel really old.
And Quicksilver.
Yeah.
So essentially, you have Quick-Ass as Craven.
So yeah, we had I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Sony, in terms of it, is pretty trash. When it comes to their movies, and it really shouldn't be. It shouldn't be that hard. Now, I will say though, Marvel's starting to fall in the same direction.
This is true. This is true.
So I think it's just. I think
we are digressing.
So it'll be interesting. It actually leads us to the best adaptation. So I had best adaptation. I knew The Last of Us was going to win.
Yeah,
I've never seen the show.
Okay,
I don't know if any of y'all have seen it.
Really good, fantastic show.
Unbelievable,
really good.
Yeah.
One of the best.
I put my choice was the Super Mario Bros. Movie because I had a blast.
No.
I knew it wasn't going to win, but
am I allowed to cuss on here?
Yeah, you allowed to cuss.
Oh, fuck Chris Pratt. Real talk.
No, but good. No, Last of Us definitely a must watch. Follows the game to a
Yeah.
T.
Mhm.
Very, very well written. Shit. Who was it that did, Naughty Dog there? What is it? What's the name again? Like based off the PlayStation game, because it was him. Like he literally, like you know what I'm talking about. The Last of Us.
No, Joel from The Last of Us or what?
No. The creators.
Oh, Neil Druckmann.
Yeah, he was there step by step for the production. I think that's why that's why it follows it to a T. You watch it.
There's a lot of shot for shot in
That's
there.
why the
like,
Netflix
legit,
adaptation of One Piece was
And here's
even
the thing:
as decent as it was.
I never played the game.
I haven't either.
And
So-
he just enjoyed the show.
Oh no!
Okay.
I should say I did play a bit of the game. I didn't have much enjoyment in it.
I
when
was gonna
playing
say, and this is very, very rare. But if you did not play the game, but you enjoyed the show, you literally just played the game.
That's
literally.
true. He is a he's right.
See,
You
I got it for the
you
PC.
You lived their real life video game. You really did.
Yeah.
Because if you go back to the video game, you're gonna be like, oh my god, they said this, they did that, they portrayed this.
This
literally,
this scene was exactly that scene.
Yeah,
like
they
it
kept
was
they kept the monsters exactly identical. They did not change a single thing. The atmosphere, the whole direction that it went, 100%. And I would not say that for a lot of stuff. Like
Now I would have known this.
Yeah, that
Like,
was. Oh, maybe they'll put
now
it
I
on the
gotta
Switch.
wait until they fix everything to play it.
So
you're 100% PC then, Dev.
Yeah,
You're
I haven't.
100%
I haven't.
Well, that's indication. Like, I've maybe done PC gaming 1 year, and that was when Diablo 1 came out back in 98. Or sorry,
Wow.
96. 96. I played for 1 year, and then I played Diablo 2 1 year. So 2 years out of over 25 years of console gaming. So
See,
yeah,
I utilize top and just
I've never played that. That I
you're
will
missing
say,
out.
I honestly, people would crucify me like but back then it was either WoW or Diablo, StarCraft, or like those were the big three.
Yeah.
Diablo. That's where I got lost. Diablo, and I regret not playing WoW. I actually regret it. Yeah, but it
you
won't be the same.
enjoy all the. No, not from OG. No,
Yeah.
they have WoW Classic. You can try
Okay.
WoW Classic.
Damn.
But the problem is that you also got to pay for the online, which is like
15 a month.
Yeah. See, and that was also the main thing. If you didn't have to pay for the online monthly, I think that's what ruined it. Is like if yearly, I understand, but monthly,
You
I
can
don't
pay
know,
for
man.
it yearly.
Like,
Wait,
But
yeah,
it was
you
like
can
the
pay for a
lump sum.
mile.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one big lump.
Yeah.
They get you for a
That's
whole
not-
year.
That's not
That's
bad.
what scares people. You look at the lump sum and then you versus the minimum, and it's like
Mhm.
here we are, we're
Yeah.
bitching about PlayStation and we're bitching about like Xbox. It's like, holy shit, man, they went from like $60 to $90 a month for 3 months and all. It's like, okay,
Everybody's like,
stupids.
please.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
but then
that's the thing,
it's
though,
like
with
look at the yearly
PlayStation.
end, and there you go.
But like
Yeah.
PlayStation's like 100. It just jumped. The problem is it just jumped up in price when it didn't need to, and it's not supporting the amount of games that it should for that kind of price point.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like,
That's crazy. Y'all have to pay that.
Like
Like,
I
I
don't
pay for Game
120
Pass.
is fine because that was 60 for like no different than 60 for the online like an Xbox Live plus 60 for like when they had the Game Pass, right? That 120 was fine, but like all of a sudden now it just jumped up to 160. And my biggest issue with it is the fact that they just couldn't make their own separate article. They had to lie about it. So like they had a whole thing when they were discussing like games of the month, right? And then when
Right.
you scroll towards the bottom of the page, that's where you found that article.
Uh,
And I was like, they're like, well, we're trying to do to bring out the best. Fuck you. All these games are digital anyways. Like all these games are digital, so what the fuck does it matter? Like,
Yeah.
you can't tell me that you're trying to put in the best product, and then we're hearing like the GTA fucking director dude talking about how like they should be paying an hour so much an hour for this game, and I'm like, bro, if you don't shut your ass up, right
yeah,
now,
no,
like,
no, for real, legit.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
don't pay for anything.
I
I,
just
pay
pay
for
for,
Game Pass. That's it.
Yeah, I got Game
Ubisoft
Pass, and I have
Ubisoft's
the,
been starting to put in like mini ads into their games. So like while you're
we
playing,
talked about that Assassin's Creed
pop up, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what are we doing
What?
here?
Like I was like, no, and I mean, it would be Ubisoft that would start it before everybody else.
Mm.
Like
but they
it would
backed
be.
out.
You can
It was an
technically shut
accident.
the fuck up. Like,
Yeah, y'all purposely did this.
Yeah.
Nah,
Y'all decided that.
Let's not start that. Let's not start.
that's some bullshit.
Doing some. Do you want to? No.
Can I-
And everything's like Ubisoft Plus and all this. I'm like,
And like nobody cares because I can just get
No
your
one
shit off
cares.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Like
No.
I'm just
Yeah.
here to go play, like some of your Assassin's Creed games, the ones that were good, and then just the fuck off. Like
Okay,
they have
I'm
Assassin's
not gonna
Creed
lie.
Liberation.
I do love Ubisoft. I do love Ubisoft, and I do love those Blizzard. But I'm not
You're a
taking the
shell.
heat for them.
You're a
I've
shell.
been an Assassin's Creed fan.
You're not catching the strays.
No. That's why I'm letting you guys rant it, because I'm not gonna take the heat for it. I'm not gonna take the blame for it. I'm not gonna do anything for it.
Let me
I'm just
explain
saying,
something.
I'm an Assassin's Creed fanboy, Splinter Cell, all that. Diablo.
Listen, you and me both.
No,
you and me
that's it.
both.
no.
I
Assassin's
have to
Creed,
remember.
Splinter Cell. Yes.
Yeah,
Assassin's.
watch it.
This is
bro.
because. This is
platinumed
because.
it.
Let me.
He doesn't know. He doesn't.
Let me
know.
explain myself.
Nah, yeah, I'm giving him slack.
When
I like
The more you play, the more you
Syndicate.
just like won't run into any of that stuff that you're hanging up on. Like you won't even.
I
They
actually
just
like
kind
the
of like start
Syndicate.
phasing
Syndicate's
it
actually
out.
pretty fun.
Once they
I was-
opened up the RPG element of it,
Mhm.
like with Origins and Odyssey and
Valhalla.
Valhalla, like that stuff that you're hung up on, it's not even
No.
a factor.
That's actually when it turned. The moment it hit
Mhm.
Origins, the moment it hit
Mhm.
Odyssey, they said it literally messed up the series, because it wasn't supposed to be as action packed as it should have been. It was literally stealth to its finest, and like
And
every
then it's
person
like, go
that
do
I
whatever you want to do now.
Yeah, and like with Valhalla,
And that wasn't
'cause I never
Assassin's
played
Creed.
Origins. I
Yeah.
never played Origins or Odyssey, but I did play Valhalla because Vikings. And like I thought, yeah, I mean it's not a bad game at all.
No, it's not at all.
But it's not an Assassin's Creed game. This is not Assassin's Creed. You
Right.
get
No,
the,
it's
you get
not,
the
yeah.
hidden blade, and I'm like, why? I have 2 axes. I don't need this no more.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Why
It
am I
did get
sneaking
lost.
around?
Yeah,
My
and
axe,
it's the fact that,
my
like, I
axe
just,
sets
like-
people on fire. Why am I sneaking around?
The only thing that I could take out of that, like out of the Assassin's Creed at this point, is that we got a really bad movie from it.
It never
And
happened.
Assassin's Creed had a movie.
No,
Yeah,
they did
watch
not.
it.
Oh no, it did. It did. It did. It did.
Didn't happen.
And
He's
I
denying
wish-
it
I-
to the
like-
fullest.
Didn't happen.
Okay.
Didn't happen.
Okay.
Just it's
Assassin's
not, it's-
Creed.
okay.
Okay, the Assassin's Creed movie. If there was one thing on this planet that should not have been, it was that. 5 minutes, I tore it apart within seconds. 5
It
minutes.
didn't happen.
It did. It didn't happen. No, exactly. You wish it didn't happen. I wish my eyes did not see.
Yeah.
It like
I paid money. I went to the theater.
I know.
I watched
I know.
I watched the last Airbender movie. I paid money for that.
Dude, I
So-
paid money to waste my life away. I literally paid money to waste my life away on the Assassin's Creed
I
movie.
went to the movies. I sat there.
Yeah. I cried. The only thing they got right was the eagle in the beginning. The only thing.
That's it.
That's
Done.
it. After the eagle,
That's it.
I tore to shreds. That's
I
it.
feel bad now because I feel like I just opened up straight trauma.
So
Like,
bad.
But no. It's okay.
You
It's
did.
okay. And
We got to
but
get through this.
for Devin's purposes though, like I understand where you're coming from. It is confusing with all the timeline and the jump and everything. The whole thing about the Assassin's Creed is the series is the very beginning. It's supposed to be about the lineage, the bloodline, the like. That's where it's supposed to be. They lost it
And
because
then-
they started going
then they
too far
pulled them.
back, too far forward, going on to people that should not have been. After Devin or Desmond. sorry.
Desmond.
After
after
Desmond. Yeah, sorry, I messed up on the name there. After Desmond, that was it. Like, you can't really go that far. Like, yeah, you could go back in history, but if you wanted to go to the roots, really the timeline jumps. It should be like Origins first and blah 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 blah. And then like the numbers are all jumbled. Like
Mhm.
Mirage is basically a DLC. These new ones, like the whole Hex and Red that's coming out, should be good. However, yeah, no, after the first 3, 4, that's it. That's it. It's just another game on my repertoire just to platinum. It's not I'm a huge fan of the series, but you lost me after 3, 4. It just became another action game, not stealth defined. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're not missing
It's
much.
a game with the Assassin's Creed title, but
right,
it's not
that's all
Assassin's
it is.
Creed.
But the love is really Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, like the Ezio collection, and then yeah, that's it. Just up to Desmond, and that's it.
Right.
So once you swallow the first 3, you're set. That's where it gets you.
Mm. No, that makes sense.
Okay, so have a tissue box right beside you for your tears.
And a drink. Go get yourself a drink.
Yeah, go
get
get yourself a hard drink. Get yourself a nice hard drink.
You just invite hate into your home.
Anyways, best we'll steer away from that travesty, but best narrative, Alan Wake won it. And I actually had Final Fantasy 16 winning that one. But I also put like a what I think will win, and then like who I would personally pick. Okay. So like I put for my will win, it would be like Baldur's Gate, and then my choice was
I put Baldur's Gate and Final Fantasy up there.
I had to. I'm biased.
And I knew Alan was gonna win.
Yeah,
like
I'll definitely
like if you haven't played it, take the time.
Yeah. And that was my thing. Like, I didn't want to give it that vote and not play it, but I know it's gonna be good. Like, I love the first game, and like it's I love the first. Play, and I will play the second one, but I didn't get a chance to get into it to vote for it.
Right. I mean, I've played Alan Wake. I've played Control. I love Control. I've played Quantum Break. Not as much of a fan of Quantum Break. I was about to say, I've been trying to stay away from it.
It's Control.
Oh, really?
But I played Control.
You probably wouldn't know if there wasn't for that. There's like a piece of paper, like a thing you can read that talks about Alan Wake's events as an altered world event or whatever at AWE. So, and I think they made a DLC based on it too. But I thought that was really unique because they're Quantum Break, Alan Wake, and Control are all in the same universe. So
you haven't played Quantum Break.
Yeah, and Control's getting a second one too, which I'm really happy about because that was definitely a more action oriented one, which was I liked I had fun with it, like just psychic powers. So I mean, if you're constantly like the way you're moving and stuff, I can see it. It had some of my most cool levels, though. I'll have to say, like the ashtray maze was one of the dopest things. So it's the maze that just keeps changing, and I'm like, how the fuck did they get this in this building? Like, could you imagine like being a person who's just like, so the walls are moving, and I don't know if you want me to clean in there. Like, it's a weird
but I was there for
game.
Like an hour.
It also, I mean, it's a weird game, but it's definitely interesting. And that's why I'm excited for the second, because same with best art direction, Alan Wake won. I had Hi-Fi Rush, but like it was like. With the art, like you tell me art direction, I'm like, bro, this has
it's a cartoon.
The way that it's so vibrant and stuff, I was like, this is my choice.
And it was seamless from like the cutscenes to gameplay. It was like it was completely seamless. So like
it wasn't Alan Wake.
But who took it?
Alan Wake.
Really? I had Liza P.
Oh,
I had Liza P to take that one.
Liza P. I don't think won anything.
No.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad.
I'm saying it's a bad game. I'm gonna say Life of P is a bad game.
Really? I heard nothing but good stuff about it.
I'm trash when it comes to any kind of Souls games.
What made it bad?
It creeped me the fuck out.
Really?
And this is me personally.
I thought that's what would have taken it, because it's a depiction on like, okay, I understand when you want to put like stories like Disney otherwise or the Brothers Grimm type stuff. I mean, to add that into like the hack and slash, which Afro and I, which we did the podcast talking about the hack and slash and stuff, to add that adaptation into that kind of a series with the whole Soulsborne. I feel like that should have taken it in that narrative. Like, well, I mean, it's something.
It's basically just Pinocchio. It's Pinocchio coated paint on Bloodborne. So I mean,
okay. So no, I can see that a little bit. Yeah, now that you explain it like that, like,
Yeah, I think if you would actually, instead of taking it into this dark and gritty direction, I think it'd been a lot interesting to take it into a little bit more of a vibrant direction. Like, we already have like the Souls and all that stuff. When you see a Souls board game, you think this dark, depressing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's
give it a
gray.
weird, give it like a, like you watch like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Like there's that scene where they're going through it, and even though there's like vibrant colors going through the tunnels, you're very unsettled. That's what it should have been. It should have been a very unsettling kind of thing, where even though like the robots should have been a little more vibrant, but there's still like this mass murdery kind of looking.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I mean.
Okay.
So that's how that's just.
Oh, okay.
But,
okay.
Yeah. So like when Alan Wake won, it was fine. I want a high five because I have a high five rush bias. Same with best score in music. I thought I said will win with Final Fantasy 16. My choice would have been High Five Rush because I love the music in it. It's just super fun.
Yeah.
Super Saturday morning cartoon like, but Final Fantasy 16 won, and I'm not complaining because that game when you get into like the boss fights and all that stuff, like the cinematics and all that, and even it's just like the orchestra behind you makes you feel like such a boss. Yeah, the demo is out. I played the demo early. And then they're doing something that I've noticed. I actually really like this is so they're giving you incentives to play the demo. So if you play the demo, all the stuff in the demo, the prologue will carry into the game. So when the game came out, you can just instantly go and start.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's why I'm taking your advice and downloading the demo, and then I'm gonna
That's what they need to start doing. Like if you want people to actually be incited about your game, you need to give them a reason. Because I think
I'm gonna jump on that. I'm gonna download
the demo is like 2 or 3 hours long. Like it's
which is good because
demo. Yeah,
it's good because it gives you full a full mindset of what to expect at least. Like it gives you not the full game, but a full mindset to add to like
this
is my first impression of it. This is what I want to get done. So I'm gonna do that. I already bought the game, but I didn't download it yet. But I'm gonna play the demo first, then I'm gonna play the game.
And it is combat, right? You said it's not turn based.
No,
it's a combat.
No, no, it's not.
Okay,
like it's nuts. Like when you get into like the actual like boss fights and stuff of it, dude, it just it gets so wild.
I'm gonna download that.
It's fun. The like audio design. That's what Hi-Fi Rush won. I actually didn't even have Hi-Fi. I had Dead Space. I thought would win it.
I as well.
I had Resident Evil 4 and Dead Space.
Yeah,
I definitely had Dead Space for that.
Winning it for like my will win, but my choice would have been Hi-Fi Rush, and I was correct. So fuck you, I win. But like, so like, but Dead Space. So I did a stream. Scorp, you were in there, but I did a stream, and so because some things fuck up with the way that my setup is, I can't actually hear anything. So I played Dead Space completely silent. And like usually for most games, it doesn't bother me because I'm so used to it now.
Right.
Like I'm playing Ratchet Deadlocked, fantastic game. I'm having so much fun with it. And it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? Because I'm like head on a swivel all the time.
Right.
But then like I was like, okay, well what I'll do is I'll use my phone and then I'll put headphones on so I can listen to it through the phone. Well, yeah, not that that's even a worse decision because now there's a delay on my phone. So like I'm being attacked and then I hear the monster. And on top of that, so like my fiance was studying, so she's here like, oh shit, you know. And then she walks in and just like stares at me and is like, and I'm like, okay, sorry, looking down. So but
yeah,
you have to.
Yeah. Like I got pretty good speakers, but nah.
Well, my speakers kept shortened, so I was like, it's one of those where I won't play it on stream now. If I play a game on stream, it's usually something that I am not gonna have to worry about, or apparently just shit my pants about because that was a terrible experience.
I think
we put when the DLC dropped.
Yeah. We went through that whole game.
We should get that. We should play Shredder's Revenge. I already have it up, but just haven't touched it yet.
We ended it.
Super fun,
yeah. Best performance. They had Neil Newborn won for the Baldur's Gate. I thought it was I actually had Ben Starr winning for his role as Clive in Final Fantasy 16, the main character you play as.
Okay.
I also Yuri Lowenthal was going to be my second because they're both really really good. I mean, I've watched Ben 10, I've watched Naruto, and that's that when I hear Yuri Lowenthal, that's who I hear, and so I know he's fantastic. Ben Starr blew it out of the water for me for just how to keep his voice, because his voice is very low. It's low and it's raspy, but he can convey so much emotion through those. Like, this was one of those where, like, all of them were winners. You know what I mean? Like, all the nominees were winners. It just, they had to pick one. So, Yuri would have been my close second because, I mean, listening to Yuri voice Peter when he's talking about the suit and as he's trying to remove the suit is absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So I will definitely say, in terms of performances, I'd put the dude who played Miles up too. I think he did a fantastic job.
Good job, yeah.
Like, it didn't touch Yuri's because Yuri's is just super experienced, but
and it was just so much more that he had, and so much more things that Peter was going through, but yeah, no, it was. I thought that game was just completely, just all around, just well voice acted, just well acted. Period.
Yeah, exactly.
Tony Todd's Venom, like, seriously.
Oh my gosh, dude! When when Harry's saying "We are Venom,"
and then like you hear like the shadow, the shadow, like
slowly coming through.
One of the greatest.
Like Tony Todd, like as soon as they said he was voicing Venom, and like when Peter's like, "Oh, like let go of my friend," he's like, "We are your friend," and I'm just like, "Oh hell nah." That was actually a good decision having Harry play. I don't think
it was.
I mean, apparently Venom's not gone, so I mean, they could bring him back. That'd be cool, but I don't know. Like, I overall, I mean, this performance one was kind of whatever to me. The innovation for accessibility, I didn't care about too much, but I put like, for me, I put like what will win will be Spider-Man 2, but it was Forza, so.
Yeah, we didn't vote on that.
No, that or Games for Impact. The only reason of Game for Impact is because there was a game on there called like Chia that is on PlayStation. I haven't downloaded it. I'm actually planning on going to play it. It looks kind of like, it looks like a chill game. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it looks like something that I don't have to like sit there and be like, oh shit about the entire time, and I'm fine with it. Best ongoing game was, I put Fortnite. I mean, I thought Fortnite was going to win.
I picked Fortnite too.
But yeah,
I picked Genshin with Fortnite second. So
okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what did we?
Cyberpunk winning surprised me.
Okay, that really was surprising, but now that I see it, I'm not surprised.
With all the
it had a slow beginning.
Apex Legends.
That slow beginning, bro. That beginning is one of the worst disasters that ever like graced gaming.
But again, though, the Cyberpunk series, though, remember, everybody's looking at just Cyberpunk 2077. Originally, it was Cyberpunk 2055, wasn't it? Like, it's an ongoing series.
Well, like, it was like, but the fact it was the ongoing, not only that, but like the Edge Runners. You know what I mean?
That too.
The Edge Runners series brought it back. They kept working on the 1.5 patch, the 2.0 patch, the the game is very functioning. The problem, and this is the same problem I think that they have a lot of times with games, but are going to be backwards compatible. We're starting to, you just see that you just can't do it. There's certain games that just can't. Cyberpunk was one that was just too big. It's not going to be made for backwards compatibility.
It was, but again, CD Projekt Red actually got their shit together. And at least how many, like, okay, look at the issues now. Like, let's look at Activision. Let's look at let's just stick with Activision, because look at how many issues they're having with COD, Modern Warfare 3, their community is blowing it up, saying, okay, Modern Warfare 2 was good or decent. And then now Modern Warfare 3 that it came out, it's just the overhyped DLC. Okay? Mm-hmm. So here's the thing. There's been issues with that series since day one. Battlefield, same thing. But
it's been a long time.
Like Fortnite, same thing. But what I'm getting at is the issues. But how many game companies can you say jumped on them as fast as for Cyberpunk that CD Projekt Red did? They said, okay, shit, we hit a problem. Patch 1.5, 1.6, 2.0, let's go. Like, they brought it out and they brought it back from the dead. They lost people in the beginning because of all the issues, and they brought it back. Like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then, what do you think about it now?
I haven't even,
Mhm.
but I completely abandoned the game.
But before you do though, before you spend the money and go back to it and all that, just do a little bit of research. Like, just see before you want to dive back in. Like, see first, and then if you're still want to get back in, that's the best thing you can do. Like, you want to go back to it, but at the same time, don't just dive head first right into it. Like, go back and dip your toe back into it, so that you don't make that. Okay, I see the changes. I'm gonna go in and expect a different outcome. But they did revamp everything. They did fix everything up again. But again, maybe PC is different. I know they've done a whole bunch of patches for a console. I don't know how quick it is on PC.
First.
Sorry? I thought the PCs
we
would
should be first.
And then the consoles. No, it looks like it's reversed. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Cyberpunk, it took a while, but they finally got there. And when you said about Call of Duty 2, it just makes me think of what Chris Judge said. About dude, he took such a shot at the and it's not like, I don't think he did it. He didn't do it maliciously.
No,
but
not
those developers got salty, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a long time coming. Like,
but here's the multiplayer maps and stuff like
right.
So it's the same.
Yeah,
you mean
it's pretty much the same. Huh?
You mean I can keep Spawn?
I mean, that's cool, but yeah, it does still look like
it's
a DLC.
$70 to do that.
It's $70,
and I think that's the thing too. Is like when you make it, even like they made the campaign, right? They made the campaign. And, I'm not going to judge the quality of it. But like if it's only like 4 hours long, like come on, guys, like up that a little bit. You know what I mean? Like for me, I've always wondered what my money's going to pay for. I'm a person that wants to enjoy all three. I want to enjoy the zombies. I want to enjoy the actual campaign of it, and I want to enjoy the multiplayer. I don't usually just do one. You know what I mean? I'll play the campaign maybe 2 times, maybe 3 times sometimes, depending if it's good. Like the campaign for World at War, and like Modern Warfare or Black Ops 1, I probably about 3 or 4 times, and every time
Black Ops 1 was good.
Black Ops 1 was very good. But that's what I want. Like I want to be able to have all of that. You know what I mean? So, but that's just me though. But best independent game I saw on there was Sea of Stars. That one, and I'm glad that one. I've said before, if you get a chance, play Sea of Stars. And I think I talked about it.
Yeah. You talked
and
about
I was glad that it won
Yep.
because it's a fantastic game. Still working through it. I get so terribly caught up. Like
I mean, like I might look into picking up Sea of Stars. I'm doing Dredge. Like Dredge is another one. Like I'm doing Dredge, the playthrough of it, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't really pick up a lot of indie games because I'm a shooter / RPG MMO type gamer. So, but picking up it like Dredge for the indie game, it's a step back. Like for me, it's one of those, I come home, I put up my arms, I sit back, and I just relax. Like the music is calming, even though Dredge has a story behind it. Like it's a little psychological, a little horror. It's all about fishing. Like literally, once you say fishing, you're just like, you're in a little boat, you do your fishing, you have some fun. It's so calming. Like I'm actually shocked it didn't win, but then at the same time, Sea of Stars, like I don't know, that's one I'm gonna have to look into myself. But you know what? Best indie games, those are the expressions you're looking for. What I said and what Afro was talking about, like those impressions are what gets you for the whole like indie, like independent.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a difference.
Yeah, I mean, between that, the best debut game was Cocoon. It's on the Xbox, so I'm starting to go through that one right now.
Yeah, I downloaded it. I just I haven't started it.
Best mobile game, I didn't really care too much about personally. I put my choice who would win was NA, but I was like, what's gonna win? Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
That's what I picked.
That's what
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Yes,
and I was
sir.
like, I don't know why, but like I just thought of that Cartman being like, Hello Kitty, like the whole kitty joke. So
that's the game.
Best VR game, I don't really play VR, but I was like, I saw Resident Evil Village, and I was like, I bet you're gonna be Resident Evil Village.
Yeah,
it has to be,
and it was.
Yeah,
and I have a VR set.
I can only imagine.
And
7 freaked me out when I played Resident Evil Village or Biohazard. I played a little bit on that on VR, and I was like, nah, I'm good. So 8, I'm like Village. I'm like, nah, I ain't feeling this.
Not even just gonna try.
Yeah, the third one I had the Meta Quest, but I want to get the Meta Quest 2 just because I played like Beat Saber and that kind of shit. Blade and Sorcery.
Yeah, that's the only reason I do on mine. Beat Saber is my shit.
Super fun. Best action game that won was Armored Core, which I never played Armored Core. When I saw that it was made from FromSoft, I was like, these guys can make anything. Okay. Yeah. Goodness.
I love.
No, that's fair. But from what I've watched and stuff, it seems like that's the thing is they could have easily made this like more story driven kind of game, but they just were like, you know what? We know what you love. We want to just blow shit up.
Here.
Don't fix nothing that ain't broke.
But what game comes close to it? Like, what game that you know of that's like an Armored Core that comes close to it?
Okay. Back in it. But
no, I'm glad that one won. I'm glad Armored Core won. Best action adventure. I feel like that's where a lot of fans started getting the salt. Because I had Legend of Zelda. I thought we'll win with Legend of Zelda. My choice was Spider-Man 2. And I was like, okay. And then I saw Legend of Zelda. I'm like, this can go either way. Like, it's going to be Legend of Zelda or Spider-Man 2. And they're like, hey, guys, we can't let Legend of Zelda get no votes. So, so they gave it to them, which that's fair.
Nah,
Spider-Man
Resident
2
Evil should have won.
Huh?
Resident Evil should have won this.
Resident Evil.
Big time. Action and adventure.
Yep. Resident Evil.
Zelda.
Leon
basically
would
play
like,
Minecraft now and just kind of.
But Leon would just punt him. Like, there's no tomorrow. Like, oh, Zelda here, let me punt him. Boom, gone.
I would give it to Spider-Man before Zelda.
Sorry, Link. Sorry, Link. Let's get it straight.
Oh no, I ain't gonna like that dude's not that big, but like he can just pick up heavy shit and all this stuff. Like it's really weird. Like Link
I can grab a tree and just like put like a rock.
Just
and
smash it together. And you're like, no wonder these goblins, like these moblins, are never run away from you. It's like if I just
are you doing this?
Right,
what are
like,
you?
If I just saw this dude with like walking around with basically like noodle arms, just pick up a boulder and just run with it, I'd be like,
done.
Yeah, no, I'm good, fam.
I'm out. Yeah.
Is Link an elf?
Link he's a Hyrulean. Yes.
He's a yes.
He's a yes.
Sort of.
Because isn't Zelda? Isn't she an elf? Right?
She's
Zelda's the elf. Yes, Zelda is the princess. Link is the little dude.
Well, they're basic. I don't know. Yeah, kinda. I mean, they have the pointy ears ish.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just go with it because that's all we know.
He is an elf.
He's an elf.
Not a Christmas
elf-like Highland race.
Yep.
Okay,
lives
so
in a
he's
stump.
some type of elf.
He does not live in a stump.
He wakes up in a stump in one of the games, and what was it?
Yeah,
Ocarina of Time. He wakes up in a stump.
He was in the Kokori village because he didn't know that he wasn't Kokori.
Whatever. Whatever. It's a cocoon. It's a wood.
Cocoon.
He has wood. Okay, leave it at that. He has
you
wood.
know a lot about this creature.
Like
it's a creature. He's been everything now. Link is
he's done.
Link is sentient now.
Yeah, that's
Link
it. He's end all be all.
Dwarven Legolas.
Link is no joke. Like Link shows up. I mean, like, he had the whole like he was getting shot with laser blast, and he was just like, nah, and like used a wooden shield and just blocks it. Like
he's like, nope, I'm good.
We ain't doing this today, boys. Like, I mean, I love The Legend of Zelda. Like, it's so fucking best RPG. Do I really need to? Yeah. So I had will win Baldur's Gate. My choice was Sea of Stars. But you know, we can't always get what we want. So like,
I wanted Final Fantasy 16.
We know it.
I went straight Starfield.
The best fighting
I went straight
game,
Final
actually,
Fantasy.
That was where I was like, I falsely thought Street Fighter 6 should have won. As much as I'm not like a Street Fighter, I still want the game. I haven't played it myself, but I've been watching people play it all the time because I have a lot of enjoyment out of it, and I do like Mortal Kombat 2. But watching them both side by side, Street Fighter is just I'm like it's just a more enjoyable game to me to watch.
First off,
Mm-hmm. No, that is true. Yeah,
You don't have any friends.
Yeah, games that really not that, but games that really you could do yourself. Yeah, there are certain games that you could do yourself that it doesn't require always to have a multiplayer. Like you're throwing it out there. Yeah, the multiplayer to I guess understand to get people involved, but it's not necessarily required because the NPCs are just as like you don't. It's just added stuff.
They're people.
Did you guys see what the even the Street Fighter 6 allows a little bit more like you can create your own character and kind of fight around the world?
It's got an RPG
I saw
type
that.
setting.
Like, that's pretty cool.
You can go and like walk around like the world and like fight the hot dog dude.
Yeah,
beat up grandmothers.
I like you. Yeah, I want a hot dog. Do I get mustard on this? Only if you beat me, bro.
Yeah.
But did it kind of need that though? Did it kind of really need that little open world concept?
I don't think it did.
It didn't.
No, it didn't.
But it's but it's an enjoyable aspect to it that still was a way to like get people to play.
I'm in Central Park. I'm gonna make a balloon animal and then beat your ass. Like
create a character.
The formula is perfect.
I want create a character.
Yeah.
Like, and so we kind of got that. We got that a little bit with this the Street Fighter thing. I just like create a character more. Mortal Kombat should have a create a character by now. Like, don't give me just you can wear these different skins. Cool. Now let them put me on the character that I want to make.
Yeah.
Like if I want to make my ugly ass again and watch him get like decapitated, I want my ugly ass to go and get decapitated.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't give us
kind of lost interest in Mortal Kombat when you started adding like RoboCop and
dude, I want to play RoboCop versus like Joe Biden and like and watch like I just need that. I need that kind of shit in my life. Like, but like I think the new one because the new one has like Omni-Man in there.
Yeah,
and they're gonna include Homelander and like Peacemaker. As long as Peacemaker is voiced by John Cena, please.
Has to be.
Oh,
yeah, it has to be.
Like,
it has.
I tell people like they're like, well, DC doesn't have good stuff. I'm like, watch Peacemaker. It's like the one good thing that they've made.
Yeah,
and
I've watched Peacemaker like
genuinely
3
funny.
times.
Like, I told my fiance, I'm like, I want me and a couple other guys to do the dance, the intro dance. Of Peacemaker. And she's like, no, you're not. And I'm like, okay. So
do it. Just do it anyway.
Oh yeah. So this is my wedding too. Like I can do what I want.
Exactly.
I'll face the repercussions.
Mine.
Yeah, I'll face
I had a whole entrance and everything.
Oh, that's awesome. The best family game I saw, it was like Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and I was like, it's gonna be Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Yeah. Yep. Same.
Honestly, I thought it would have been Party Animals.
The Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty was not a family game.
I don't play family games.
I'll play Super
Neither
Mario
do I, but
Bros.
I've seen Party Animals. Party Animals look fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me and my son play Party Animals sometimes. It's actually a fun game. Like for that though.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, because Mario's trash.
I picked Sonic as second, but yeah,
but I mean, like,
I thought, I thought Sonic was most iconic as well, but
more iconic than Mario.
No,
like
like
nobody likes Mario.
Well, back then it was like either Mario or Sonic. So
right.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt ruined Mario.
Chris Pratt did not ruin Mario.
Ruined Mario, franchise killer.
Oh my god! All right, so best simulation strategy game. Pikmin 4 one. I actually thought it was gonna be Advance War because I just remember Advance War when I was a kid, and I was like, oh dude.
No.
And then,
surprisingly or not, I actually got that right. I did pick Pikmin 4 because I've tried a little bit of Pikmin 4.
Would will win was Pikmin 4, but my choice would have been Advance War. Yeah,
I played. I like
best sports game. I was actually like, I put will win, Forza. My choice. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like,
they're almost all the same. Like I put the Crew Motorsport, and then there's Forza.
Dude,
Motorsport.
not seeing like a Madden game or a 2K game on there made me fucking happy.
Yeah, because they're the same trashy game they were 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they haven't changed in decades.
Which we just did the podcast on about. Remember when we just touched the topic of which games do not get touched, and it was sports/racing.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So like the most anticipated game, because we already talked about multiplayer, so best multiplayer. I put my choice was Street Fighter 6 for my choice, but I mean I knew Baldur's Gate was gonna win. But the most anticipated one coming up here, that was interesting. I know Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was one. I chose Star Wars Outlaws. Like this is Ubisoft, this is your chance to impress me. Like seeing, I don't know what her name is, just female Han Solo, just like watching her fight, and I was like, okay, this seems like what I would expect it to be. But then opening up into the world and seeing like jumping on a speeder bike and just taking off right away, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then you can shoot out into space and all that stuff, and I was like, all right, well, you guys have a very lofty goal here, because I mean, in terms of, this is the first, I believe this is the first Star Wars game that has not been produced by EA. Or published by EA. So, because they pretty much were like, yeah, no, other people can make Star Wars games now. And I'm like, cool. Do something with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, personally, yes. Personally, I'm definitely, that's my most anticipated, but I was like, it's going to be Final Fantasy. It's just the way...
Yeah, I need a Tekken.
The world is.
Final Fantasy has to take it.
Tekken also needs character customization.
Yeah,
I do miss Tekken. I do miss Tekken 1, 2, and 3.
Like,
that's why I'm Tekken.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Heihachi's daughter is now one of the new characters.
About it.
Oh yeah, that's the only thing I saw.
I'm just buying it day one.
Was she?
Yeah, it just makes you think about who he got with, though. Like,
it honestly makes me wonder where the hell she's been through the rest of the I mean. Because Kazuya is like what? It's got to be what, 40s, 50s?
At this point?
Yeah.
Dust?
I mean, Dust. Heihachi is, I mean, that motherfucker's finally kicked the bucket. I'm sure he's like, punching over demons in hell right next to
way
Doom
back
Guy.
in the day when they, like Tekken 1 and 2 and all that, when they brought Ogre and shit like that, you would have thought like it already hit its haymaker, but... Ogre.
No, exactly. Actually, no. Just thinking about that, if Mortal Kombat brings like the Doomslayer in there, I would be totally fine with that. Like, I would actually play Doomslayer if they brought him to Mortal Kombat.
It fits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. But I mean, that's it. We got. So we went through pretty much all. I know the last couple were like the content creator of the year and all that. I
could actually touch on that one about the esports and the content creator.
You're totally fine if you want to. It didn't.
No, like I understand if you
no clue who anybody was.
Well, okay, so Iron Mouse or Iron Moose is she's the Avatar one. The 2Ds or 3D, the 3D YouTubers, the VTuber, like she's pretty good and everything. I'm just gonna go rush through this, but yeah, she's good and all. I've seen a couple of her streams. You know what? Glad she actually won it. Some of these content creators, like they stand for what they are, and she does deserve it. Esports, like between League of Legends and Dota, I've touched League and I've touched Dota. I feel like, again, I'm not sure who's winning or not, but I would have gone with like League winning over Dota. They're two old iconic games as well. Like they have their merits and stuff like that. But now when we get into esports, like between, everybody has heard of Imperial Hal, right, for Apex, and Hydra from COD. So those are the two like I know about, because everybody knows Imperial Hal, and what he stands for in Apex as a coach, he has it. Like he'll put you down. Like he knows his shit. He is like the god of Apex. Like no matter what, like any team who would have him other than TSM, like he will take them to their glory for what he stands. Like he is like an Apex prodigy. Like I would say, of watching esports. Hydra, again, after watching like just the 2023 season of Call of Duty, you know what? It's been my first COD actually watching of the CDL, and you know it was entertaining. Hydra, again, I'm not gonna be biased. Obviously, coming like the only Canadian team that's in there is Toronto, but he was good. He was good for what for how he was playing and how he was doing. Again, I don't know who won. You have the list of winners there, so stop me if one of those two won.
I gotta go back and look at them.
Sorry. So it was Imperial Howl I picked for winning, and then it would have been Hydra. Other than that, yeah, again, it's just getting into Dota and League for best esports teams. I don't watch. I just go based off their old games and stuff like that. Yeah, and then it goes into the coaching, and esports events. Yeah, again, I didn't touch on those ones, but I just wanted to get into like the creator and then the one with the best esports athlete. Sorry, not coaching, athletes. Again, those are the two I just wanted to touch on because I've actually seen those and witnessed those, and yeah, I'm one of those people that if you suck, and your name is up there, yeah, you're no. Like if you suck and your name is up there, you shouldn't be up there. But yeah,
So
based on the
yeah,
athletes.
Are we actually calling these people athletes now?
Okay, so again, I was just gonna say your definition of an athlete, like it's not like a physical athlete. Like this is where again the definition of the term athlete versus like what is a game? Are video games considered sports? Like because sports are considered games. No, sports are sports, games are games. Like whether it be like back like if you want to go back in history, the Olympians, like Greece and everything, physically those were known as sports. Physically, football, soccer, hockey, baseball, anything outside is considered a sport. However, when you look at the definition of what is a game, people would say, well, yeah, but those are games too. Bowling, darts, like water polo, stuff like that. So now you're saying, okay, so if sports are games and gaming now has athletes, are these really athletes that take mental stress or physical stress? Well, anybody could sit behind a computer or a console and use hand-eye coordination. But does that fall into the realm of what is a sport and is a sport a game? Is a game a sport, like esports, right? That's a topic on its own.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I don't.
Sorry, I had to go on into that little rant.
No,
there.
I had to sit there and think about it.
Yes.
Yeah. To become.
Like it's
But
no different. Yeah. Well, like you said, all of us here sitting here right now, would we say that we're all athletes? And when I say by athletes, I mean by like you said, like as an actual athlete that played sports. Like I've played soccer for 13 years of my life. I played football. I've done track, like I've done discus throwing and shot putting. I physically, my body, I've torn muscles. I've never broken bones, but I've torn muscles, like physically and mentally draining and working out to do all this. And then I also confine myself as a gamer. I separate the two, like you said. So that's me in a nutshell. Like I separate them, but there's no specific / term. What do you call somebody who doesn't do the physical activities but is at the top of their peak level in gaming? Are they considered an athlete? Mentally, yeah, you could say you're an athlete because you're putting in your grind, you're putting in your mental capacity, you're putting in your hand-eye coordinations. But
Would you call?
again,
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Before
yeah.
quick here, would you
Jump.
Would you call like a Magic the Gathering player an athlete?
See,
No.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I had a feeling. Like, if you want to jump into something else, go ahead, jump.
No,
Yeah.
that's my thing. Like I wouldn't. You know.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I mean, no. Can esports take a mental strain the same as maybe an athlete? To an extent, I'd say yes, absolutely.
Sure, yeah.
Anyone who's played fighting games, especially in a tournament, you know what that feeling is.
Yeah.
Of course.
So and it's like it's athlete, but athlete with an asterisk at the end. You know?
Again, just like is
I would call them entertainer. I'm
professional
while
gamer.
you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're playing, but
yeah,
definitely. Which
yeah,
it is. And again, that goes with the whole asterisk because now, as the years are going by, these new generations and changing everything. Yes, that should be the topic of another video, and it will be based on: is the world of sports in the next generation gonna have an asterisk next to it because what is considered a sport?
Yeah.
What's considered a sport? What's considered an athlete?
What-
Yeah, no,
yeah.
And what's
definitely.
considered a game? Because if a
Yeah.
sports is a game, is esports a sport?
Right. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good topic. For
Yeah, no, yeah,
yeah.
that's definitely something to
I'll
unload.
have to write that one down.
Yeah.
Bro, I'll write it down right now because you got us live. Write it down right now. You got us live. Again, I didn't mean to go into that rant. It's just something I wanted to touch on because like once I saw that, I'm like, I had a feeling like maybe you guys wouldn't know who they are, but like I've watched it, like especially Apex and CDL, and plus I'm coming from both of those. Like again, as a shooter, like I played a shit ton of Apex. Now I'm in Call of Duty, and it's like it's in my realm. So
The only people
I don't pay.
I don't.
Yeah, so
Iron Mouse, yeah,
VTuber. I didn't know her,
right.
but once again, different generation.
well, and
Right.
like
I don't know what these young kids is into these days.
I don't know about like,
exactly.
much like the influencers. Like for me, if I'm watching anything game related, it's game ranks, what culture, what culture gaming, all those kind of channels. Now there's a couple of them like smaller ones like Civets, one of them I'll watch. There's one dude who goes like J reviews. He does like talks about like Sonic and all that other kind of stuff, like game specific. But like someone's like Iron, I don't know what Iron Mouse does. I don't know nothing about like this.
No, exactly, because it's
nothing
it's
against her. I just don't know what she does.
No, yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. Like when they go based off the content creator and stuff like that, there has to be a list, but there has to be a specific category for them because VTubing is a big aspect. Then there's regular influencers. Like I'm not gonna lie, Devin, the ones that you mentioned, I never heard of them, but they're probably big, but they're influencers. They're probably like. Again, I'm just throwing names, Mr. Beast, and all these bigger ones that everybody that everybody knows of, because you hear them throwing around money, you hear them throwing around like their names, Tim the Tap Man, but you see they throw what they dish, they talk, but they throw what they throw out. Like they say, I'm gonna do something for the community, they get it done. Like Mr. Beast, like. You're a new streamer, I'll give you $50,000 to put into to fix it up. There you go. There's $50,000. He does it. He says what he does. He's not influencing, saying, "Hey, your thing is full of shit." He's backing himself up with, even though he throws on money, he's backing himself up by saying, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for you. I'm influencing you to get good." Like there are some of these other creators and influencers, but that's what it's for. Like we all stream here, right? Or not just podcasts. Like we all just well, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I stream, but I know Afro, you stream. Dev, do you guys stream?
Every once in a while, I'm not consistent with it. Not at all.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you guys get behind the camera, what do you feel? Like as a streamer, what do you feel? Like are you in it just to, you know what, I'm here to play a video game, ignore the people that come in to say hi? Or do you play for your community? No.
Yeah.
Like you play
I'm playing for
community.
yeah.
Right.
You want to chat?
Engagement.
I'm for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. Like same. Like I'm playing Fortnite. I'm getting my ass shot, and you know what? I'm too busy looking at the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I play for the chat. I don't play for my games. Like I just play to have fun. The chat is fun. Getting new people coming in and saying, "Hey, you're getting your ass kicked," and what? You like my ass? Cool. It's like, there you go. You like my ass getting kicked? There you go.
Yeah,
I can't take a picture of it because I'll get demonetized, but there you go.
No, exactly. I totally feel that. And the thing too, I know with some of these content creators that we were talking about too. So just so you record, Faker won for best the esports athlete for the League of Legends. He won League of Legends. Best esports team was JD Gaming for League of Legends. So I think that's just the team he was on. Best esports coach was Christine Potter Chi, Evil Geniuses. Don't know nothing about them. And then the B Sports event was the 2023 League of Legends World Championship.
Like I said, all old stuff. Like League has been around. Like LOL has been around since the dawn of time.
Right. Where's the Philadelphia Fusion? Shanghai Dragons.
Faith Clan.
Oh God, yeah, no Overwatch, no Overwatch, please.
No,
Yeah,
no, Overwatch.
I remember
Overwatch
watching
can,
those, and
Overwatch can
Yeah, I
go
remember watching
shit
all that.
bricks as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 can go shit bricks as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, all I have left was I want to talk about was the game trailers, anything that really caught your eye coming up here. Because I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 7 of them for sure. 6 of them. Because like the God of War Ragnarok, the Valhalla looked really cool. Especially for the fact that it's dropping in like 2 days. Like that was surprising.
And it's free.
Yeah.
What to me shows like they care more about you finishing this story off when I'm like, than anything else, which I'm fine with. I'm happy with that.
Right.
I think it's going to be good. Seeing the Cyclops back too, I was like, oh shit, he's going to be going through some Greek stuff about too, which maybe that is. Maybe he goes back to to Greece, to go be the god that they need over there because there's nothing. Which that would be cool.
Really.
I wouldn't mind seeing, him having to go back to Greece or something and learning how to be the god over there, and trying to
back to his roots.
Well, knowing like I don't know, maybe he's dying. You know what I mean? Maybe that'd be the next thing is maybe he's dying and he has to kind of try to show the next gods or whatever, or whoever the gods are. They're like, yo, we can't do what we did before. You know what I mean? We can't do what Zeus did and all that stuff.
That's what I'm looking at.
Just like
I mean,
awesome.
but is he gonna be like a demigod? Like how ripped is he gonna be? Like
Dude,
I think Kratos.
Yeah, but
like
Odin wasn't ripped though either. But like I want to see Jesus as big as Thor. Just like some down. That's what happened. You know the shit I had to put on my back, boy. Like,
oh shit! What was his name? The one that played Poseidon, Jason Momoa or something?
Nah.
just have Morgan Freeman show up, like
yeah. And when he go,
that makes everything right. Morgan Freeman just fixes everything.
Black Jesus.
Get the whole.
Why am I seeing him in Mortal Kombat now?
This sounds more like Dark Souls.
Yeah, I don't know, but hold on.
Just
every time
like
he raises the palm, like the holes, nails would come out, right? Every time he raises his palm, nails would come out of his palms.
That's the ranged attack.
Crazy.
Like what's his ultimate going to be called? The crucifixion.
Just like Kratos just walks up, he's like, "I've heard of you." He's like, "I've heard of you." I mean, I think what would be Jesus Christ? Oh goddamn!
Yeah, but we have 2 gods with father issues, though, don't we? We have 2 gods with daddy issues.
Yeah,
you know my father, right? You know my father, right? You know my other father, right?
Well, I think it'd be really cool too to see maybe like one where Kratos goes back to Greece and trying to either doing something like that, or I don't want them to go the route of Assassin's Creed where they just start hopping from gods to gods. But let's say, that Atreus ends up in a really dark place, like because of his, because of who he is, he ended up getting Angerboda killed. He fell through that same way as Kratos did. You know what I mean? So now Kratos has to really like that whole version of fighting what who he was, and finish that off with his son. You know what I mean?
I mean, you could actually take that story. Yeah,
his son's turned into like a dark version, almost like what he like. By the time he meets his son again, he's become what Kratos was in the original.
Yeah, you could pivot the franchise off of that. If
in a way, I was just kind of thinking like just now when you were saying that, like he could like fall to like one of those other world realms, like maybe down to Hades, and he is a ghost of his former father. Like you said, like it would take everything of Kratos to like he wouldn't recognize his own son anymore. He'll recognize what was becoming him, and it'll take every ounce of what he is left to pull him back.
I think,
you could end Kratos' story right there.
Right,
like you could end it right there, saying it's his life for his son's life.
I think it'd be cool, and then that would be where I would kill him off. Though I would finally kill Kratos off. But like, if I were to, I would want Atreus to see Greece.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Wait, is this that little boy he was walking around with?
Yeah, his son.
Yeah.
So I want him to
Okay.
see Greece and maybe finally be able to see Kratos be at peace for once. You know what I mean? Like realizing, holy crap! Like this is the, you know, he's kind of down that dark path, and he finally gets a chance where he goes back to Greece and he sees what Kratos did there, and that's what he was going to do to, let's say, a different god pantheon. You know what I mean? He was ready to literally off it. You know what I mean? Kratos, I'd say for some reason, maybe saves his life or something, because I'd see Kratos do it. Kratos would give his life up for his son. No problem. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But to have Atreus finally see, like, oh, if I go down this route, this is what's going to be the same thing. Because now
he's too happy.
Now he's on his own. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now he's like, I found my happy. You know, I have, this Angerboda helping him out, trying to find the other giants. You know, or maybe the other giants aren't as loyal and wholesome as Angerboda thought they were at the time.
Or it could be a dream. It could be a dream, and everything just, like, when it finally snaps, it's a dream, and everything that once was happy turns to misery. Like, yeah, depending on how you want to do the story. But here's also the thing too: do you really want to see Kratos at peace? Kratos is the god of war. Like, he's always, like, his peace is in war. Like, he's always fighting. There are those gods that they fight. Like, there are in history, when you really look at it, the gods, they are up there always fighting for life. But the moment is that when they stop fighting, are they really at peace, or are they at war with themselves? Because it's like, okay, my goal, my every being is to protect, to fight, to repel. If there's nothing for me left, what is there left? So you're never going to be at peace.
Kratos. Well,
yeah,
kill
Kratos'
his
end
son
has to be death
and start it over.
Well, I'd say
Yeah.
Kratos in the Greek, when the Greek version, yes. I mean, the dude literally tried to kill himself in the first one, or off himself, whatever. You know, I don't know how it goes, but like, he did. He tried to end himself right then and there, in the first one, but the gods didn't let him. They literally stopped him
as a punishment.
Yeah. So I mean, the fact that he would be able to finally die would make it so that he could actually be at peace. And now, there's not just Faye waiting for him. He has his daughter, his brother is waiting for him as well. To see him actually finally, that's it. You can rest now. You know what I mean? Atreus is at a point now where he can take over this spot. You don't mean you have to continue the game off, just, you know what I mean? But just giving Kratos that final finish is good enough. It's kind of like it's like the end of Halo 3, in my opinion, when Chief tells Cortana, "Wake me when you need me."
Actually,
until
that's
time,
a good point.
I'm just going to rest. That's it.
Like
the
take
final
it back
fighter,
to the old
basically.
gods.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
take
the
it back to the
final fighter.
old gods stuff. Get it real wild. Get it real dark.
Well, maybe that's like,
Okay.
you can
So,
have one where
yeah,
like
we
Atreus
definitely
is
need to
going
just
for a
back up.
god. You can have Atreus is going for like trying to kill a god, and Kratos actually stops him, because if you kill, I don't know, Anubis, right? Let's say you go and he knows if he's going to kill him, that's it. You're going to go down this. It's lit. He can see it. You know what I mean? And Kratos takes the shot instead. It's not. It's to prevent Atreus from making that mistake, because that push is everything. So I don't know how it's gonna go, but like there's so many ways you can take God of War Ragnarok. But like, besides that, the Rise of Ronin looks pretty cool. I actually really thought it was gonna be Ghost of Tsushima too, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Black Wukong.
Everybody wants to go to Tsushima too.
Wukong game, Black Wukong, whatever base game, that looks pretty good too. That one looks like fun. Blade looks. I would be less worried by Blade if it wasn't made by Arcane.
No.
Yeah, it's the. We were just talking about this too. It's the Deathloop side of Arcane, not the Redfall side of Arcane. But
we don't need this.
See, for me, I'm more worried because I think Redfall was trash. So
yeah,
like,
Redfall was horrible.
Like,
So thankfully, the people who did the horrible vampire game aren't in control of this vampire.
I mean, granted, I will say, I thought that Deathloop wasn't that great either.
Okay.
I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's
it's not. Yeah, that wasn't the game for me.
Did
I
they
was
make
like,
Dishonored? Those ones made Dishonored, right?
Yes.
Okay, then that should be good. Just make Dishonored with Blade. Like I don't need much more.
Nobody asked for this.
We need a Spawn video game. That's what we need.
Yes, we do.
I can do Spawn.
Sign me up for another Spawn game.
But Blade, come on. You trying to cash in on a movie that's never going to come out?
It doesn't need it.
You know, if DC instead of going and making this piece of shit Suicide Squad game that's going to drop off, they could have just, and I'm just saying, had someone make a Static Shock game. I mean,
they were like, "What?
No. You know, oh my god!
But that is a good idea, though. That is an awesome idea.
I know
Static Shock video game.
But
oh my god, Insomniac making a Static Shock game would be cool. I would want it to be Sucker Punch, who made the Infamous games.
Yeah.
I think that would be a fun for Static, but yeah, you were right. I guess I'm waiting until 2026.
Mm-hmm. When everything resets.
Right. Yeah. Well, now, they're like, well, do we have any Asian people in the games?
We just gave you everything. We just gave you Miles Morales.
Right. You guys should be. He's like Static, kind of.
Yeah. He does the thing. He shocks people.
He does the thing.
He does the thing you like.
Yeah, you guys like that, right? Like, I mean, we're also, we're working on a Wolverine game. If it wasn't made by Insomniac, I'd feel a little bit better.
Yeah,
I would feel a little bit better. The Sega collection, yeah,
yes, that's where it is
automatically.
That's it. That's where I get off right there, man. That's my last stop. Like that's
crazy. Like
Jet Set, Crazy Taxi.
Like, yeah, we gotta pull everything out of our hat right now, guys.
Everything.
Just Golden Axe.
Bring it all back.
What else we got?
What do we got here that's not named Sonic? Like, you
need a Columns remake.
Golden Axe will be fun.
Graphics.
The Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio blew my mind. I was like,
Yeah.
But
Streets of Rage.
Mm-hmm. Like they're it's gonna be cool, and it's gonna be like $80. Like, but
take my money.
I got 200 on tap just for them.
Exodus. I know you guys said that
I need that.
My only worry is just watching, because I didn't know the stuff before about it being made by former BioWare developers and all that stuff, which is cool. The only thing that kind of made it a little bit, it looked really slow. Like, watching them, the way they shot, the way they showed the guy, like, swinging on the rope thing and just slowly swinging across. And I was like, I don't know if it's just to show weight or whatever, but this game looks very slow. And that's, like, my one only gripe with, like, Mass Effect was it was kind of slow.
Yeah.
If they didn't make
it's not going to be...
Yeah, I hope so. The last thing on the list was the Suicide Squad, so, but, like,
it's not worth your money.
We'll be back for the train wreck.
Speaking of which, they did give the Black Dead shot.
Yeah,
so.
See, we gave you the guy. He shoots the guns, and the Will Smith guy.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Guy. The Will Smith
Will
Alpha
Smith,
guy,
like...
the Idris guy.
Oh,
Right?
you basically gave us a person that can't really aim, but somehow hits his ricochet shots. But like, no, he's known as Deadshot. But like, hold on, let me shoot the gun this way. You're standing over there, and then somehow the bullet just magically pierces you right into. Yeah, no.
Well,
if you can't even aim just straight, how are you known as Deadshot?
We know you guys really like King Shark and Captain Boomerang, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't.
I forgot that Captain Boomerang was a speedster.
Yeah, he has the Speed Force inside the boomerangs, and I was like,
dumb.
Huh.
Sure.
It doesn't matter to me because if you can't throw them that fast, it doesn't fucking matter how fast you go.
Well, not only that, it just comes right back. It's like, what's
and the
point?
thing is, like, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League sounded really cool, and then it came out, like, it was announced the same time as Gotham Knights, and then it was like, well, Gotham Knights kind of turned out to be trash, and then it was like,
and then they were like, let's just pull this thing back,
like, hey, it's fine, we're gonna, it'll be different, and then they were like, but it's not different.
Yeah, no. Ooh, Gotham Knights.
I think, where did I get Gotham Knights at?
Game Pass?
Excuse me. I think I got down Game Pass?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a quick
uninstall.
No,
Yeah.
that's a quick uninstall. Like, you know, the thing is, like, and I love because I heard something like, well, you can't compare it to Arkham Knight. Yeah, no shit, because they don't.
No,
it
you
doesn't hold a
can't.
fucking candle to it.
Yeah, no, you
Like,
can't.
like,
That's a better
1,000
Gotham
times
Knights
better.
than Gotham
I
Knights.
burned through Gotham Knight or Arkham City in one night, and like, it's just a great time. The first time I ever played it, back when I was on the 360, I went through. I've beaten Arkham Knight through one night, and then it took me a little while to beat the New Game Plus mode on there.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie, that game is kind of rough to play now. Arkham City is a lot smoother, but I beat that one. I beat both. I beat Arkham City one night. The next night beat New Game Plus.
Wow.
Yeah,
And then
Arkham
yeah, that's
Yeah,
another
that
one.
sounds about right.
Still longer than the Call of Duty campaign.
maybe 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And I
roughly
was
about
just
7 hours. Because
BSing.
yeah, that's how long it took me to platinum it as well.
Mm.
Took you on the platinum. Like the Arkham Origins, it took. So I beat Arkham Origins in one night. Beat it New
Yeah,
Game
I'm an
Plus the
achievement
second
hunter.
night, and then a week later I beat it on I Am the Night mode. So it's beat it on New Game Plus in one life.
Oh.
Yeah, I was very focused, hands sweating, all that stuff. Especially during Bane's fight, it was tricky. But then Arkham Knight itself, no, I was like started cooking through it, and I was like, I am not beating this in one night. Like I'm having too much fun, just like flying around and stuff. Once you get
My next
oh no, go. Sorry.
I need to run through that with just a knife.
I've done it, dude.
The
Again,
remake?
I'm an achievement hunter.
See,
I've platinumed all the Resident Evils right now. I'm working on 8 and 4. I'm doing 4 right now. Only knives and pistols. I already
Okay.
put 170 hours into it.
Knife.
Yeah, I did that too. Yeah,
I should.
I'm not gonna lie. I did the knife run when I did the timed run. You had to beat the game in like 3
Okay.
hours. I did that. I
Jesus
did the knife run
Christ.
during that
Why do you do that to yourself?
because I like to torment and torture myself.
Yeah.
Like it's fun.
obviously.
It's every gamer who's an achievement hunter and who like that's how you know you get your fill out of a video game. Like I'm sorry,
No,
for
that's
me,
fair.
if I don't have every trophy or at least over a certain amount of hours, it's like Skyrim, Witcher 3. Like I'll put the 200 to 300 hours into it. I'll make sure I search every nook and cranny. But that means I'm getting my money's worth out of that game. If I
No, that's
don't,
fine.
Skyrim.
no, Skyrim.
I
Skyrim was not that bad. Like
I have a few
for
thousand
me-
hours on that one.
Jesus
for me,
Christ.
I put my platinums. I put my platinums or my achievement hunting because I was also on Xbox. I gave myself a week to do at least 3 games platinum or 3 games 100%ed fully. So in 1 week, I did The Witcher 3 and Skyrim in one run.
Mm.
Like it took me literally 2 to 3 days for both games. Yeah,
I don't think
nonstop.
I've never platinumed any. Oh no, very few. Every once in a great while, it's like a game that has like 10 achievements, and that's about it.
But I'm sitting at like 58 right now, 58 platinum. So
Yeah, like when I play games, I don't even look for that. It's like I'm not.
When I get there's some challenges I'll do, like with when the Mirror's Edge, I was like, oh, beat the game without firing a gun. Okay, let's do it. So I was like, I'll do it. And it wasn't terrible. There's some moments where I was like, Joe, fuck this shit. Like
yeah,
But-
you Hot Shots Golf momented it.
hey,
some of them.
fuck off. Hot Shots Golf is a very, very good game.
I don't think I go for achievements.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
But-
I don't. You know.
I don't do achievements.
But
If I
you
get
are
'em,
if you're doing
cool.
knife run only.
Achievement. I get it.
Like that's the thing. Like if
But when I did,
No, you
as of
can.
right now,
oh,
I'm struggling.
It's gonna take a little bit, but you could do it. Like, for me though, yeah, like I said, I love the Resident Evil series. So to see them do a remake of like the OG one, Veronica, they're gonna do 5 and 6. Like those two need a facelift.
Mhm.
7, 8, that was good. 2, 3, 4 were good. Like it's no, you could do it. Like straight up, you could do it. Like hell, I always say if I could do it, anybody else could do it. Like I've seen people speedrun 2, 3, 4 in like 1 hour, 2 hours. I've done it. It's doable. It's plausible. the nemesis on the knife. Yeah, that's your. You just once you get everything down packed, you got it.
Damn.
And you work on that one.
Yeah, that's crazy. But this is all I got for today. I appreciate you guys both showing up. I know this has been kind of planned for a while.
Yeah, it's been amazing, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
I knew this was gonna be
fun times.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long one. So
we had to talk gaming awards.
Oh yeah, the gaming awards in quotations. To all the Spider-Man fans out there whose game they just did not win.
Yeah.
Sucks to suck because Hi-Fi Rush did. Oh, but
I'll take a Hi-Fi Rush. I'll take a Hi-Fi Rush.
I'm hopping on that hype train. It ain't coming down to the second game, but but if you guys would like to do shout outs, I'd really appreciate that for both of you.
Yeah, you can find both of us also on the Bury the Booking podcast. It's a professional wrestling podcast. You can find me on Twitter. I'm not calling it X. At Deltastic1, DELTASTICONE. You can find us on YouTube, wherever you like to listen to things and all that good stuff. So.
And hopefully we find you guys more on here. Like you guys are awesome. Like it'd be great to see you guys on here a lot more too.
Man. Yeah, legit.
It was great meeting you guys.
Yeah, likewise. Well. We'll have to
definitely.
We'll have to party up when you guys fire up that Shredder's Revenge.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah,
dude. 4-player Shredder's Revenge sounds dope as hell.
Yeah.
Alrighty, everyone. Well, I appreciate you all for listening. Be sure to check all of our socials out. You know where my social is on YouTube, Twitter, and all that. Check out Black Scorpio on Twitch as well. And as always, I'm Taylor from AfroFishOG, and I'll catch you all in the next one.